So welcome to the final long run of this training block. Again, just being a little bit quiet because it's a bit early. I don't want to wake anyone up. It's taper week. This is the last long run in this whole 13-week block. 1.5 hours today, 50 minutes steady, 25 minutes at marathon pace, 15 minutes steady. I am buzzing to get this one done. I'm also a little bit nervous. If you saw the training video this week, you'll know that I've suffered with a little bit of a groin glute thing. So today's going to be a good test. It feels okay today. I don't want to put too much intensity into it now, between now and the race. I've abandoned a 5k race today and replaced it with this. So fingers crossed all will go well. Excited to get out there, just get some fueling in me. One last practice of that, practicing the race shorts again, using those. Different top. It's a little bit colder today, not quite vest weather, but yeah, feeling good, and hopefully we're going to have a good one today. Taking Lee out with me today. He's going to get a decent run out. Let's see how we do. Okay, so we're rolling. I'm joined, as I said, by Lee. He's out here today, coming along for some company, which is great. Getting a good run out, and yeah, looking forward to getting this one banked. To be honest, feeling good this morning. Plan of attack with fueling every 25 minutes, like as close to what I'll do in the race as possible. So should sink 3 gels today. Just make sure the stomach's okay with that. Beautiful morning this morning, crisp, cold, but really lovely and sunny. So hopefully a good setting for this last run. 20 minutes in, 30 more to go before we kick into marathon pace. Here we go then, 46.5 minutes, there's just 3.5 minutes to go. Let's get on the pavement before I get run over. And yeah, gonna sink a calf gel now, just before we roll into this one, and get these 25 minutes done. So there we go, marathon pace section done. That felt good. Bit hillier than it will be at Newport, but it did the job, tick the box. So yeah, just now rolling into the last 15 minutes steady. Right, all done. I'm going to give you some proper final thoughts shortly, but just a quick initial straight off the back of the run, thoughts on the glute and how I'm feeling. That was a really good run, 6 flat or 5:59 pace for the marathon effort. The steady at the start was 6:37 and the finishing bit was like 6:43. So really happy overall, really happy with how I felt. And yeah, a massive thumbs up. I think I've made the right call on the race. My glute right now is about a 1 out of 10, so it's nothing crazy. It doesn't hurt. It is just a bit sore. And I just kind of felt like towards the end of that marathon pace section, like that's when I started to feel it a bit more. So I'm thinking to myself, well, if that was 6 flat pace, like if I was to go out and run 5:10s or whatever and try and break 16 in the 5k, which is what I wanted to try and do, then I probably would have ended up in a little bit more trouble than I care to imagine. So feeling content now that I've made that decision, really grateful I got this one done and grateful it's gone well, feeling positive, feeling good. Yeah, give you some more final thoughts shortly. I need to go and freshen up. So there we go, it's now Sunday, just give myself a couple of days to process that. I want to give you some final thoughts because I wanted to see how the glute felt. I gave you my initial reaction straight after, but the reason I wanted to wait was just like after Wednesday's session, I gave you my thoughts straight after that in the marathon training vlog for last week. And then later that day I started hobbling around and that's when it kind of started to hurt. So it didn't hurt when in the run, but it was kind of frustrating afterwards. Thankfully, no repercussions after the long run, so feel really, really good. Yes, in that marathon pace section, I didn't feel it as such and there's been no pain, which is good, but I did notice it. So I think having these couple of days off now, Saturday and Sunday, just to reset, rather be overcautious and go into the marathon slightly undercooked. Although hopefully I'm thinking to myself this will make no difference whatsoever, because I'm going to kickstart tomorrow again with the final tape week as per normal, which I'll be sharing with you guys in next weekend's finale for this marathon training series. But overall, I'm just kind of trying to be reflective and be really sensible. I think to myself, like if I noticed the glute in that 6 minute per mile work, but you know, it wasn't painful, what would it have been like if I'd have gone out for sub 16 minute sub 16 5k pace at that race? I dread to think, so I'm hoping that I've made the right decision, fingers crossed. I did go down and support that race. I am buzzing. I've got some great footage. I can't wait to put a little vlog together for that. It's going to be something slightly different, but there was a course record there, 13:47 for the winner or something like that for the 5k. Men's 15:24 for the women's. Absolutely insane racing and great to see so many familiar faces there. So final thoughts on the long run and realistically in the block in general long run. First of all, delighted that I've produced a separate video for the long run, completely unintentional at the start, just kind of happened on week 2 or 3 or whenever it was, and delighted to have kept that going because I can now sort of go over those videos and reflect over them, look at the work I've done throughout the block and hopefully gain some confidence from all of that. I feel really good, I feel really fit, so fingers crossed all will be well this week. And yeah, overall just really happy to have banked it and not had any pain and no repercussions. So buzzing to roll into this last week, feeling good, fresh and ready to attack next weekend. So that's it for this week's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. The next video, as I said, is going to be the 5k race. Buzzing to put that one out. It might be a bit shorter. I've got no idea how much footage I've got, but it's just going to be kind of like a bonus vlog, something a bit different, me supporting some incredible runners out there. Great to see some other content creators. I'm sure you'll have seen their vlogs by now. Matt was there, Ben was there, Philly was there. It was insane. It was just so good to see them all and watch them race. So that'll be the next one, and then we roll into the final week. That's it from me today, though. If you enjoyed the video, please do consider giving it a like, share it with your friends. My brain's gone. Subscribe to the channel for weekly running content, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Until then.